Hey guys, Jibber Game and Jaws here, coming to you with my first episode of Good, Rare, Expensive, or Noteworthy. This is the pickups video series where there's no fluff, only the good stuff. Starting off here, I'm coming to you with something I'm very excited that I picked up recently. I have been pushing this off for a long time, so finally I got myself an RGB modded N64. Now, along with the RGB mod, it also has an option for a deblur, which I think is freaking sweet. So, I've been rocking just a regular standard N64 using a Monster S video cable. That's been doing just fine, you know, for a long time. And I haven't spent a lot of time on the N64 for a long time. But one reason, actually, that I wanted the RGB mod is that I have basically my entire retro system is set up to use HD Retrovision cables. And I have a G-Comp, switcher box, and it's an automatic switcher. So the nice thing is, like, I can come up in every single one of my systems, I hit the power button, I turn the TV on, and it's going. The only system that wasn't in that setup, and I actually would have to change the input every time, was my N64. So now that I have this RGB modded N64, this is also in that entire setup, and everything just works perfectly. And when I fire this up, it goes right on, and I don't have to be switching inputs back and forth. A minor inconvenience, but also just something that honestly I don't want to deal with. I want everything to be like, boom, there it is. So in addition to that convenience factor, obviously it's going to just have better video quality. And I am so thrilled with the deblur option. So the N64 had big time anti-aliasing, and a lot of that was actually just kind of like baked in. It was like kind of just part of the N64. I'm more of a fan of like the PS1's graphics, where it's a little more raw. And so it's been really cool getting to see N64 with that deblur kind of like, or with the blur kind of removed a bit. So the reason I have Zelda Ocarina of Time in here is that I've actually been playing that again. Because I was playing that again, I decided, okay, it's time to buy a strategy guide. So I went and bought the Brady Games strategy guide for Ocarina of Time. This isn't my first time playing Ocarina of Time. I've played it twice before. Love the game, but it's been a very long time. So it is really fun kind of getting to do that again. So that kind of sent me on to a Zelda journey, interestingly enough. So I ended up actually picking up a few other things, which I can go over here. So starting off, I finally decided to buy a copy of Wind Waker for the GameCube. Now, I haven't played Wind Waker. I started it like twice on my Wii U, and never got very far. Back in the day, I was never very interested in Wind Waker. I didn't like the art style. I still really don't care much for the art style. The internet is full of people being like, oh yeah, I didn't like it, now I love it, and that is not me. I still don't like it. But I'm not gonna let the art style keep me away from what's hopefully a good Zelda game. I'm kind of just more a fan of playing games on the original systems that they came out for, to be honest. So, yeah, I think that maybe the option for me that's going to be best is just playing it straight on the GameCube. So I am excited that I will have that option going forward. And I decided to buy a strategy guide because I freaking love strategy guides. I love playing games with strategy guides. I like that so much more than sitting there and looking stuff up on my phone. So might as well just keep on going here. It sent me on another journey, because then I was just on eBay, basically looking at Zelda games. I decided to pick up Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. This is a very nice, complete in-box copy, like extremely good condition, and I am very pleased with it. In addition to that, I picked up the strategy guide here, which I'm super excited about having. These are just staples that should just be in anyone's collection, especially mine, and I'm so glad for it. It didn't end there. We went further. My favorite Zelda of all time. I sadly have only owned a cart-only version for a long time, and finally I decided that was too long. So I went and got myself a complete in box, and this is definitely actually complete, of Majora's Mask on the Nintendo 64. My favorite Zelda. I love this Zelda. There is a little bit of issues with this box, but the thing when you're buying complete in box, especially for like N64 and Game Boy, man, Condition changes the cost significantly. What I primarily wanted is I wanted a really nice front here. There's like a little bit of issues, but it's pretty good. The integrity of the box is pretty good. The sides are good. And so basically, this I could stay under $300. Anything that was nicer than this was like going way past and beyond. It was like 300 plus easily, like into the 350s. And I was happy enough with this condition and the completeness, and basically I just was like, yeah, I'm going for this. And I'm so excited to own this in the collection. Like, you have no idea. It's been just way too long of not having this. So that's pretty awesome. So I went from there and I hopped on eBay, and I decided also that, again, I wanted a strategy guide. So I ordered the Brady Games one. Brady Games is what I generally like defaulted to back in the day. I really liked Brady Games. When this came in the mail and I went to go put it on my shelf, it cracked me up. I didn't realize that I actually owned the Prima version. So now I have both of these. So this is kind of cool because I can try using both and see, compare and contrast and decide which ones I like better. So I have both of these now, so I'm down with that. It's funny that you just forget things that you actually own. Okay, final piece of Zelda. I finally decided to buy Breath of the Wild on the Switch. Both of my playthroughs of Breath of the Wild were on the Wii U. Lately, I've just been feeling a bit nostalgic for the game, and I decided it's time to play on my Switch. First time playing on the Switch. I don't know how far I'll get with my playthrough. I've played for maybe like 10 hours, and I'm still having fun. I don't feel like I have to finish this game. But as long as I'm enjoying it, I'll keep on playing it. Now, one nice thing about this, I almost went to buy a used copy, but then I remembered, no, buy a new one, because then you'll have all of the updates on it. And that was awesome, because as soon as I put this cartridge in, this is the most up-to-date version, and there was nothing to download. So everything is on the cartridge, which I am a big fan of. Continuing on with the Switch here. Grab Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. That's a must for any JRPG enthusiast. I bought The Messenger. This has been a reprint. This game was super, super expensive, and they finally reprinted it. And I actually played through this game about 4 or 5 months ago. It was awesome. Played it front to back, didn't stop, just loved it. That was at the recommendation of my cousin Jake, and I'm thankful for that recommendation. It was awesome. I picked up Ys 8. Something I thought, yeah, let's just have a physical copy of that on the Switch. I love that. All right. Now, I am getting super nostalgic for the N64 lately, as you can see. Buying my new N64 has just kind of reinvigorated me wanting to have N64, and I'm finding that I am in love with N64 boxes, which sucks because it's an expensive path to go down, but I couldn't help myself. I needed to buy a complete in-box copy of Mario 64. I actually used to own one of these, and I was so dumb I traded it in, and I've regretted it hardcore ever since. So yes, I had to hop on eBay, and of course, it's gone up in price since I sold mine, which mine was actually a little bit nicer than this one, and I had to pay way more than I expected to, but this is still pretty nice, and I will not be letting go of this copy anytime soon, that is for sure. I still have yet to play through this game, but lately I've actually been kind of more in a retro state. I've been playing more retro games. I've actually been playing more retro 5th generation platforming games. So I want that to be something that I play really soon. I want to finally experience that. Now, in my last video, I showed that I bought Crash Bandicoot. I actually 100%ed this game. If you've ever done that before, you know what a feat that was. I had so much fun doing that. I loved it. So I decided that I had to buy Crash 2 and Crash 3. I beat Crash 2. It was good. I have not completed it. I will complete it, I'm sure, at some point. I jumped right from that to Crash 3. I've completed this one, and now I'm actually working on 100%ing this. It's actually 105%ing this one. This is only 20 bucks. Isn't that nice? And it was such a nice copy. Really complete. Like, everything's good. I love it when things are cheap, man. It's just awesome. So I am working on the completion of this at this point, and I'm having so much fun. It's great. I love Crash Bandicoot. I never knew how much I love Crash Bandicoot. Now another staple in my collection, I've owned Spyro 1. I love this game from way back when I was a kid. I still need to play through it, but because I'm playing these 5th generation platformers, I decided to add to that with Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, and Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. Neither of these have I ever played, but I'm planning to jump into these soon because I'm just kind of like in that zone. I haven't been vibing too much with modern games lately, and this is just exactly perfect for me right now. That's exactly like the headspace I'm in. It's working. On top of that, I threw in another one, Rayman for the PS1. This I got interested in just basically because I'm playing platformers right now and because people have said how good it is. Now, this copy is the black label jewel case. There's actually a lot of copies available. There are 2 different style long boxes of Rayman on the PS1, and then there's also a greatest hits jewel case one. This was the only copy that was the black label jewel case on eBay at the time that I bought it. I wouldn't have even known that it existed except that this was on there. So I scooped it right up. It wasn't too expensive. More expensive than the greatest hits and more expensive than the long boxes, but still not crazy considering how hard it seems to be to locate. Like, one more went up on eBay since I bought this, and they're asking way too much, honestly. But yeah, I was super happy to grab this, and I'll be excited to jump into that. Let's see. I think that's all my pickups, guys. So I hope you guys are having a good one. I'm having a blast sitting here playing my N64 lately, and I hope that everything is good with you guys, and it's good sharing this with y'all. Again, this new pickups video series is going to be called Good, Rare, Expensive, or Noteworthy. Thanks for joining me on this first one, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.